Yes, please. When did you from Glasgow?
This afternoon.
From
Glasgow. Hazur, my question is very fundamental because one of the Scottish family is alhamdulillah under Tabligh, and they said they are well-to-do family, and they said that we have a concept. They are
only about 4 months ago you went there and settled. And during that short period you have already
established the
acquaintance and established a busy relationship.
So the family says that we have a concept of happiness as to, because there is well-to-do family, right, and we got the material things, and they are church-going people, and they said that when we go to church or we do not go to church, the concept of happiness in our life does not change. So it means going to church doesn't make any difference to us. Then they asked me this question, that if we start listening to you or to Islam as a whole, how this concept is going to be changed? Because according to them, the religious is not going to change that concept of happiness, because those things, materialists, because they think very materialistically.
This is a very interesting question, and I think instead of your working as a go-between, it would be much better if you bring them here one day and we sit together, spend a couple of hours to discuss various aspects of this question, because this is a very wide question, applicable to almost every sphere of life. First of all, happiness will have to be defined. What is happiness? Then what types of happiness are in existence? Religious, material and otherwise, or is it one indivisible happiness which takes different forms in various situations? So all these questions first have to be solved by a philosophical discussion of this concept of happiness. Then things will become very easy. Otherwise, if you don't define happiness and enter this debate, then the confusion will continue, and you will not be able to make them understand what you really mean. But as I told you, this cannot be handled in this manner, that I speak to you piecemeal and then you convey, because sometimes they would have questions. Suppose I have told you something about it and it is not what they had in mind. You will start a few sentences and an unexpected question suddenly would arise, and then you would know that the answer was not sufficient. This is like learning languages and practicing them. Did I tell you about my experience of Chinese? That landed me into a very similar embarrassing situation. You know Usman Chini Sahib, don't you? I once asked him to teach me about 100 odd sentences in Chinese which can be used in everyday life. But he should teach me in such a manner that I should be able to speak it like a Chinese. Perfect pronunciation and intonation and everything. So he worked very hard on me. And we did it like this, that I said, okay, if I go to a Chinese shop, I'll say, hello, ne hao ma, and what would be his answer, and then what would be my second question or his question. So we visualize things. And then, fully armed with his Chinese, I walked into a Chinese restaurant in Pindi. And in the same manner as he had taught me, I said, ne hao ma. So that impressed him so much that he believed that I knew Chinese perfectly well. So he started speaking Chinese, like a frontier bear. And none of the sentence which I had remembered was used by him. So I started telling him in English, I don't know, but he went on and on. So this is how sometimes one faces such a situation. Such conversations should be held directly. I prefer that.
Inshallah, I will try to